Fibonacci retracements is exactly what we're looking at. Now, for the first one, I was looking at a shorter time frame. Let's say it was the 1 hour or 4 hour. So I grabbed the low here to the high here. Then I went out to a further time frame, and I grabbed from the low here to the high here. And that gave us two very similar charts. And we can see how close some of these lines are together. Even though 50%'s here and 50%'s here, we can still see how they react to those lines. And on, let's say, a 15-minute time chart, we can see it hit the low right there. Of course, that's where I've charted it from the low to the high. Let's back out to the 30-minute time chart. And you can see where it'll hit and get rejected and pushed down. It'll get through this one and then blow through. Get rejected. Test it. Get rejected. Test it. Get rejected. It tests it again, and finally gets through it. Gets pushed back down. Bounces. It looked like it was going to hold, but then it just fell straight through. There was a huge sell-off. So, and it looks like it sat right here on this line now. So we'll see where it moves from there. Let's check out Dish. Okay, so let's chart some new ones. Okay, now for a 30-minute, sure, we'll chart this one. We'll do drawings, so we'll go over to our drawing tools. We'll come over here to our Fibonacci retracements, and we will swing low to our swing high. Alright. Let's go out to our 4-hour time chart. And let's swing our low to our high. And now that makes it kind of busy, but if you follow this charting here, you'll see there, right at the 61.8, it bounced. You can see these, points of support and resistance, resistance and support, and how a stock can trade along these lines. See, it got trapped right here in between the 50% and 61.8 there for a second. And you can just see how these are just true in trading. We can swing low to our swing high, and then we can follow it and see where it reacts. Here's a good spot where it reacts. Here's some good action where it's reacting to Fibonacci levels. And we may even want to find, some other stocks. Let's bring up another list. Let's find American Airlines, or here's Norton. Here's one that's kind of popular here lately. Alright, so we'll put a Fibonacci on Norton, and maybe we'll leave out the top of the wick there, because that's a bit of an overextension. So now we see these reactions here. Okay. Very interesting. How these are able to keep in chart and just seeing these levels. Now there is, and I also have a study here that deals with volume. So this is telling me when big amounts of volume are being traded. So that would indicate a big steep drop. Although it didn't pick it up here. Let's see, what is leg? Okay, well, let's take our leg here and go from low to high, and then watch it as it bounces in between these Fibonacci levels. And we can see that, they are a true fact. And there's action happening after it fired. Something happened after it fired. It went up. Okay. So this volume scan is useful. It's good for telling you when a move is about to happen or happening. And also the ADX here. We like to see the ADX above 20 for it to be a legitimate move. And some people might say 25. They want to make sure it is an excellent move, but by 25 it seems like on a lot of charts you might be out of the move by 25. You really want your ADX to, say be, just increasing, because if you go for ADX to 20, you wouldn't get in that trade until right here. There's your move. Or until right here, which is the very top, so you wouldn't even be aware of this move until it was over, on the 4-hour chart. On the daily, maybe that would be a little different. If the ADX is above 20 and it's a bearish scan, then, the price is coming down. Let's see what else we have. Royal Caribbean. See, ADX, is greater than 20 during this big, huge drop here. Many stocks had big drops. I can see that now. But, see here, ADX got above 20, and the move was already gone. It was over. So, we can't always count on that ADX above 20 thing, or ADX 25, because you might be writing yourself out of nearly every scan. So, as much as I wanted to say, let's do an ADX above 20, and see right here, here's a great example of it. Weyerhaeuser Company, okay, ADX above 20, and it still made a beautiful run, and pulled back healthily, pulled back healthily, consolidated, continued its trend on, kind of pulled back and consolidated a little bit, but yeah, I mean, this is about ready to make a move. Fired. Hit a bottom, so might hit one more bottom and then go on, but this looks like an interesting place to put some money. Okay. Let's see here. ADX got above 20 way back here, but then it got really, really choppy. Yeah, so we need to maybe scratch the idea, but so Thinkorswim has a Fibonacci study, okay, and it's an automatic Fibonacci. So let's pull that up and see what we can find. It's like Fibonacci, auto, I think. And it's not a standard one with Thinkorswim. It's a custom study, I believe. So let's grab Fib Auto. We'll add it over here. And my mean reversion, that didn't turn out like I wanted it to. Something in here wasn't plotting right, so yeah, I'll get this figured out. But anyway, so let's get rid of that. We'll apply our Fib Auto and check out how this does it. Okay, it still does 0% the low to the high. Okay, now of course it's going to do it to every stock I have now. Now, of course, we're looking at one that's already charted. So if I've already charted it, I wonder how differently they do. So maybe I should grab this here and drag my Fibonacci extension over top of it to the high. Okay, and look, it's set in perfectly. That's kind of neat. Alright, let me see what happens when I pull it out to a different time frame. They are noticeable. Okay, so the one adjusts and the other does not. Um, that's kind of neat, though. Yeah, that's kind of neat. So we can see these Fibonacci lines, and we can see how one adjusts with the chart and the other does not. You know, one stays with whatever the current time frame it was when it was first charted, as we can see on the other, you know, charts as well. But I like the way that it does do this self-adjusting thing. So the auto Fibonacci script, I think, is going to work better than your regular, you know, say Fibonacci. Yeah, let's go over here and yeah, let's reset our patterns here, or you know, erase them, or yeah, our drawings. Let's do remove drawings, clear Fibonacci retracements, say yes. Okay, yeah. See, it clears it up really nice, and it does it automatically for you. Now, where did I find this at? Okay. So you may have to go out and do some digging, but this does give you a bunch of parameters. And if you really wanted, you could type it off of this screen, you know, into your computer and read the code out that way. But that would be an awfully long thing to do. So, but I like this automatic, you know, Fibonacci thing, and I'm sure it's something that I found over at use ThinkScript. I mean, I'm visiting there often enough. It could have been also from TOS indicators, so I'll have to watch out for there. But you know, if you thought this was kind of neat or interesting, you know, make sure you hit that like button. You know, and I'm gonna try to make some sort of either indicator or buying strategy with this Fibonacci. So you definitely want to subscribe, because I make some really interesting buying and selling strategies. I really do. And let's get rid of this automatic Fibonacci right now. Let's come over to some of those strategies I'm speaking of. And let's look for something that I don't know if this bot will do anything. No, he's not a very workative bot, is it? It is working, so. But we still need to work in some things like the ADX here, and that isn't my most reliable bot. So let's go over here and maybe pull up another one of our bots here. Let's see, was it my Chend bot? My Chende bot? Which is going to be all momentum based. There we go. There's a better bot for you. Looks like some better P&L anyway. Not so great on the daily, so this one could use some work too. Not that it doesn't work well, but maybe it only goes in one direction. It looks like I'm getting some lower plots here. I need to fix some things or add in some different orders, so I clearly wasn't done with this one. I do jump around making lots of different things. Everything here is something that I've dealt with and made, or you know, copy and pasted and adjusted for a strategy. And here's a half trend scalper one. Here's a high-low arrows one. my Hammer bot turned out pretty good. I do know that one made some good money and some good runs. So, you know, yeah. Here's Hammer bot. Of course, I don't even know what that was based on anymore. But it's really neat to go through and mess with the code and, you know, do that kind of stuff. I do have a YouTube template that I started. I should go back and keep working on that template because this is, you know, a basic bot template where you can, you know, start building your own strategy. Although there's something in there. I've got a TTM replica. That one is kind of interesting, but I don't think it's an actual bot. Here we go. But that one is. Let's hit apply. And now we've got buy and sell signals plotted here at our swing high and our swing lows. And of course, this is something that I need to get uploaded to GitHub, so let me see here. Let's see which one's doing it. Let's get rid of this one. I'll get rid of our TTM replica. We'll hit apply. We'll hit OK. Okay, so here's our TTM bot. Our TTM replica was showing our swing high and our swing low. We really don't want to show them. We just want to buy them and sell them, okay? So, get out of there. I don't want to do that. Okay. So let's go over here into our drawings and get our regular pointer back. But yeah, we can zoom in here and we see our swing high and our swing low. And this is based on, you know, that. So, and then that's why we had the short strategy right under it. You know, this is the long strategy. The other one was the short strategy. And they don't always do the best on every single robot, but this one would have made $6,000 if you would have bought and sold every single time. So let's see here. I think I can take... Yeah, okay. I think I can take and maybe do a Fibonacci on this one. From the low to the high, though. Let's get out the daily there. This is Berkeley what? Berkeley WR? I don't know, but it looks kind of interesting with this ADX all the way down here, you know, just kind of hanging out, not doing much. Looks like it's ready for some loving. And there's this big volume here, and then the kind of calm before the storm there usually is, so I kind of want to watch this WRB. Kind of glad I stopped and looked at that. And it was last a buy signal. You would have bought in, so you would be in and waiting right now had you let your bots go on this particular stock. So definitely subscribe, and you know, as I make these fun, interesting indicators, I always like to give them out. So let's add one of them over here and we'll hit apply. Let's get rid of some of the other fun stuff though. Let's get rid of that, and we'll get rid of our new study 46, which is a volume scan, and our ADX. Alright, and here is a stoplight indicator, which is based on just red light, green light. And then here is an indicator that I like to use for buying dips and for, you know, just my own long-term, short-term, buy the dip type of thing. And, yeah, I'm still working on this, though. I'd like to make it better. So if anybody, you know, can help with that, you know, definitely comment down below in the comments section. And I'd love to get together so we can, you know, perfect this indicator so I can get some even better, you know, entry and exit points. Yeah, absolutely. So, with that said, you know, we'll wrap it up, and, you know, I hope everybody makes some money, you know, happy trading.